Hey everybody, just a very quick simple video, pretty obvious to most people, but one of them jobs that rightfully you might be a little bit nervous about doing when it comes to messing with electrics. Now when you do wallpapering, I'm just in the middle of decorating my living room at the moment, so you can cut your paper around the socket and just do it as best you can around the edges, but to get the best finish where it looks perfect, you really need to pull the socket away from the wall a little bit so you can tuck your paper down behind there and you got perfect finish, then you haven't got any little scraggly edges. Now obviously to do this you need to turn the power off at the fuse board. They're normally marked up, which is your sockets and your lights. I've got a little tester pen. If that was still live, that would now be beeping away like crazy. So that's one simple device. These are very cheap. That was about £5 from Screwfix, that was. So handy little tool to have. So all we got to do basically, undo these screws. Hang on. A bit smaller head on this one. I wanted to do this about a year ago, but one of them jobs, you know, once you start it, there's a fair bit of work involved, so I've been putting it off a little bit, but as I'm off work for a couple of weeks, I thought time to get stuck in. So you can just gently pull back the casing, and just to be 100% certain that this is turned off, if you've got a multimeter, put it to the 600 volts. So you should go for alternating current, which is the V with a squiggly line on it. I don't think it would make any difference if you went for the other side, which is constant, which is more like testing batteries than that, but alternating current is what you should have for in your house. Go to 600 volts, as it's roughly 230, 240 in your house. So just to be 100% safe, this is dead. I struggle to show you this. I'll show you in a second, but inside you can see positive terminal. Push on that and one on the negative. And as you can see from the multimeter, it's reading 0, so I know it's definitely dead. So I can confidently mess with this now. I'll just show you inside here. There's your terminals. So you would put the positive on the red connection and the black connection from your multimeter into the neutral connection. And as you will see inside, there's just a couple of screws in the back. One there and one over there. Get this steady on here again. Maybe falling off on me now. There you go. So basically all you've got to do, say, your wires can be quite tight, so just bend it gently, try not to dislodge any of the wires. All we're going to do is undo them 2 screws that are actually holding the box to the wall. Again, if you do happen to have insulated screwdrivers like this one, these are proper electrical screwdrivers, then again for safety use an electrical one, even though we know that's dead. No such thing as being too safe when it comes to electrics. So I'll be able to get the paper behind it from the last time it was decorated. I've got a socket on the other side of the living room which I'm just contemplating while I'm doing the decorating whether to change it from a double to a triple socket. Being that's where I have my computer rather than having an extension lead there. That again is a pretty simple job, which if I decide to do it, I'll film that. So you can just gently work the box loose. And you can see the paper behind there from the last time, how much has been tucked down there. So it just gives you that perfect finish rather than trying to cut round the socket, which doesn't always turn out as nice as you maybe want it to. Just got a bit of a filler knife here, nice thin blade, should hopefully take that out nicely. Again, be careful when you're doing this not to accidentally catch any of the wires. So put this effort in to get your better finish. It's worth it in the end when you're decorating, to do these little jobs, because it makes a difference having a nice finish to it rather than having a little bit of a scraggy edge around the socket. It's worth that little bit of extra effort just to sort it all out. Chance to scrape off any old paint and stuff you've got on the box. Which I have got quite a bit. Straightforward enough. Now just a case of getting the screws back in. Finding holes a tricky bit. That's that one started off. The most important thing when you do these jobs is you've got to be 100% certain that power supply is cut off before you start sticking your fingers in there or poking about with screwdrivers. I think you would get a good old kick out of your socket. Obviously when it comes to doing the decorating, you can just open this up again, just loosen them screws off enough to be able to pull that out, just enough to slot your paper behind it, and you do get an absolutely perfect finish then. So, good time to check your wire connections as well, being you've disturbed it, just in case you may have had a bit of a loose connection and something's maybe going to come out. Just ease that box back gently, let the wires slowly bend back into position because they are quite thick. Do feel a bit of tension pushing back out on the box. Best to try and hold it roughly in place. It makes it a little bit easier to find where the screw actually threads into. nice and level. Yeah, don't over tighten it, you don't want to break the socket. So simple enough, just making sure you've got that power supply turned off. Oh. And the socket I'm thinking of changing because I have my computer here. While I'm doing all this work, I'm just wondering whether to nip down screw fits and grab a triple socket for that one. It's very straightforward, your wires just go in together, same way, and there's just an extra one added on. I've done it in my daughter's bedroom, so I might do that. If I do, I'll probably film it for you. Right, just a quick one. I hope it's of use to someone. Bye.